Hello, it's Charlotte. This is the first summer I've ever had my own garden, and I've previously rented flats with no outdoor space, and it's still surprising and novel to come outside in the morning and start the day with fresh air and to sit amongst my very overgrown banana plant and all the miscellaneous nettles and weeds. But the morning air really helps me wake up gently, and especially if I get to do some reading outside, it means I can't easily go back to bed and drop off whilst reading. And like most British people, I am starting the morning with a cup of tea. Bird and Blend are a brand that I've really come to love in the last couple of years. So this morning I'm going to be making myself a really malty, chocolate digestive inspired tea. And I have that with just a dash of sugar-free caramel syrup. So whilst that's steeping, I'm going to take it outside with me. I'm going to take the covers off our outside patio furniture and just pop down, and I'll probably sit and read for a good half hour or so, and then I will decide what I'm going to work on for the rest of the day. I've got a few admin tasks that I want to do and catch up with, and just have a slow, bookish morning and spend that time and share it with you.
Good morning from me and my PJs. It's about 7:20 and it's so quiet and peaceful here. I can only hear a couple of planes going over. I started a new book last night, which is The Mercies. I don't know much about it at all. I know it's kind of historical fiction. I'm not sure if it's lit fic. We're going to read. I'm going to show you some new books that I've got. I'm going to pop to the library to return some very overdue books. I might take a little look at the shelves. I'm going to update my Notion because I've been given a birthday book calendar. I've received a lot of books because I'm opening a book every single day, and I need to update my Notion because that's how I track my reading, but it's also how I track my TBR. So I'm going to show you how I manage that inventory, to use a better phrase. I'm going to show you a gift I was given. It's a miniature library, and I had to open that on camera and share it with you because it's super cute, so I need to unwrap that. I also need to edit my video because I have been opening a book every single day in July. I was given a book calendar for my birthday. By the time you're seeing this, all of those videos should be up. I think that it's going to be a two-parter, but I need to finish editing that video and do the voiceover, and I've got to get it up tonight, so I'm going to be a bit pushed for time. So I'm just giving myself a mental to-do list. Gym, library, Notion, TBR stuff, miniature library to share with you, poetry, and get some reading in. That's what we're doing today. I'm super quickly going to do my teeth and wash my face and grab a snack before I go to the gym. And then when I get back, I will shower, do my skincare, and kind of get ready for the rest of the day.
Going to the gym with some regularity is something that's still quite new to me. I've been a chronic stop-starter, where I'll have a couple of months of feeling super motivated and a lot of renewed enthusiasm for being healthier as such, and then I will fall out of that pattern and then go back into it, and I'm just reaching a point where I'm quite tired of ricocheting between doing a lot of exercise and doing none. So I'm trying to find a healthy medium at the moment that means there's a balance between enjoyment and necessity, and that I get to do exercise that I enjoy whilst also caring for my body. Bacon avocado toast of a weekend is quite the treat for me. I'm normally a porridge and some fruit kind of girl for the rest of the week. But I'm just having this and getting in some more reading before my friend comes to pick me up and we head to the gym. I'm not super enjoying the Mercies at this time when I'm reading it. It started off really well, and then I feel like the middle section, which is what I've just hit in this particular video, was so long-winded. It took a while, I felt like, for any narrative-based action to take place. But let me know what you think if you've read it. I don't think I feel more self-conscious than when I was trying to film just a couple of clips in the gym. Today was legs and cardio, so that's what we did, and then after that is when we get to go to the library. I love our local library. It's not super fancy, it's not super special, but it is so wonderful, and they have a really good mixed range across the genres that I particularly like to read. So I really enjoy any time that I get to stop by for a visit and just peruse the shelves. I'm sharing with you a couple of the books that I thought looked really good, but I didn't take home with me because I have so many on my TBR I need to work through, especially this short story collection. Like, it sounded fascinating. And this particular one my best friend read and loved, so that's also one that I've got my eye on for the future. That was probably one of the first times I actually went to the library and didn't adopt something to take home with me, which is exercising a lot of self-restraint, I must say. I'm probably going to over-explain in a couple of minutes what my plans are for the rest of the day, but I'm now home and I might grab a coffee and see what the rest of the day brings. I am back from the gym and the library. Half has made some fresh coffee and I might have it iced because it is a very moist and sticky day. It's really pig and muddy, as you can probably tell from the fact that my hair is really starting to curl. I straightened it last night before bed, but it's already starting to kink up. So it's a little later in the morning, and as you can see, I'm now about to sit down and start doing the weekend crossword. What's another word for paradise? Heaven?
Oh, it's Farnborough next week.
I have had my snack. We have attempted the crossword, but it's something we like to do on the weekend if we've got time, if we're not out and about. It's quite nice to have a late brunch, some coffee, and sit and do the crossword. If I haven't managed to go to the shops and get a physical copy of it, they're available online to do, which is quite fun. So I'm about to do just a really quick, simple little face. I do want to try and fit in some reading, but it's more important when I've got a deadline to try and get my video up, because I'm really trying to be consistent with the little videos that I am popping online. So quick face, hopefully finish editing, and then I will show you my Notion and my TBR. And then I think I will also show you that belated gift I received, because I need to open it.
Aylesbury. Why have we...
I want to open my book calendar with you, and then I also want to show you the little library gift that I've got. It's over there in its packaging. So I'm going to quickly open the gift. This is where we're up to with the book calendar. Originally it went to the bottom, and I moved the books up so it was easier to see. I think they look cuter now they're here and easier to reach. And today's day 20, so we are going to grab number 20 and open that. And you'll see that probably already in my other book calendar video. Oh, look. Welcome to day 20 of opening a book every day. I've just filmed myself opening the book of the day for my calendar, and it was a really nice Arden edition of Macbeth. I'm sure you'll see in the other video, but I really wanted this particular edition because it's got good margin sizes to transfer all my notes from uni and from my postgrad and stuff like that, because I studied Shakespeare. I just want to, my copy of Macbeth is trashed, and it's a very small, skinny edition. I'm trying to see where it is. So I wanted to transfer everything over to a nice new edition. I also haven't reread it in a few years, and it was one that I had studied at school. I think, was it one of my A-level options? I'd definitely done it undergrad, and we definitely did it postgrad, so I was really looking forward to rereading it, but like transferring all my notes together and putting them in this new book, because I still have a lot of uni notes in folders and all over the place, and eventually what I would like to do is digitise all my notes, write them up, and for some of the plays just re-annotate them and go back through.
This is a belated birthday present from my aunt, and I really loved it. It was something that I didn't realise I needed in terms of all the other sort of literary ephemera and book-related stationery and artefacts that I keep around the house. This was one of those that I thought, wow, how have I not bought this before? So this is the huge bag of miniature books it comes with. And my first port of call was to pick out the ones that I had loved and read and wanted to keep, and then put the others aside, and I'm going to give them to one of my friends. I just wanted to show you a couple of the ones that first caught my eye, some real classics there. And organising these was so meditative and relaxing, and just look at those little mini classics. There's a tiny Wuthering Heights, I think, and some Jane Austen. That tiny Stephen King of Pet Sematary, oh my goodness. You might have to pause so you don't miss it, but super cute. I also started looking at people selling bundles of these online, and they are not cheap. Like, miniature books are not cheap, so I might have to look into how to make my own as a little project on the side. I'm not an ACOTAR girly, but I thought I'd show you those because if you're particularly interested in purchasing something like this, it's just giving you a flavour of the types of titles that they have that are available, and I think they're so sweet. This is it kind of half finished, or as much as I managed to get done that day. Just going to make myself a herbal tea before I crack on with work, because I had a small coffee and I don't want to overdo it with the caffeine. As you can probably tell from my channel, I'm super new to this, and I'm super new to editing, and I just found it such a learning curve, and I really enjoy it, but I have to take lots of notes and try and work out as I go what I want the aim or direction of a video to go. And editing sometimes takes me, I say sometimes, most of the time, it takes me a really long time. Like, I'm struggling to find time to edit and balance learning editing skills with my full-time job. It's something that I'm really trying to work through and work around. I'm just editing my video and giving it one final watch. I've got a few more clips to add in at the end, but then it should be up hopefully this evening. I like to, if I can, leave a day or so between when I finish it and then when I rewatch it to upload, because I feel like enough time, I feel like it allows some time for the project to settle and see it afresh. My video is done. It's done. It's only about 17 minutes and it has taken me so long. Anyway, I do want to share with you my Notion while I'm here. I'm sat at my computer. I think what would be better is, rather than recording my screen like I did earlier where it looks really rubbish, what I will do is I will screen capture it and then voice over what I wanted to show you and record that today, so that I can share with you my current TBR and also how I manage my... This is my Notion spreadsheet as such, and it keeps all the books that I own physically or digitally in a kind of archive or compendium, which allows me to check what I've already purchased and what I already own, and it helps me not double purchase books when I'm out and about. It also acts as my reading log and my calendar, and I like all the options that I can filter this particular list to see how I sort of monitor and track my own reading, so I can see what I've read the most of by genre, that kind of thing. It's very simple. I just keep title of the book and then the author. And then I like to know the source or medium that I keep the book in. So whether that's Kindle, TBR, which is my book pile physically, or if it's my library or BorrowBox or a kind of app like Audible. I also keep the status of a book, whether I'm in progress on it, because I like to read a couple of books in different mediums across different times. But also I also tag them whether they're not read, in process, or in progress rather, or whether they're read. And then when I unfilter this, I can then see all the books I've read for the year in chronological order. And you can also filter by month, day, week, however fine you want to go down. Again, it just kind of allows me a geeky insight into what my reading trends and tastes and what I'm enjoying, how much I'm managing to read per month. I find it really motivating if I've read 5 or 6 books a month, like that's a good month for me. And if I've only read a couple, it incentivizes me to push a little further. I also find it really valuable to put a very generic genre on each text or work that I'm sort of cataloguing in this way, because one thing that has really helped me read more and hit those good read goals as such to push myself is that if I mix what I'm reading very regularly, I keep my interest peaked. So if I'm reading a lot of horror or I'm reading a lot of thrillers or even just easy reading works, I can find that I get stagnant and bored very quickly. And really being mindful about the different types of books I read has helped me immensely. You can see here under the properties for this particular column, I've just really loosely categorized the books by genre, and a lot of them make sense to me. They're not always necessarily what you would see in a library cataloging system. I also include the Goodreads 5-star rating, and I quite like to filter on the stars sometimes to see what my average reads are and what my rating for the year or particular month is across particular periods. So here I'm just showing you what my 5 stars for the entire year so far happen to be. And there are some good books in there. I'm surprised it's 7. I think I've read 60 books this year at this point. So 7 5-stars, I feel really good about. That's a nice average for me. So when I look at this spreadsheet overall, the numerical value helps me mix up what I'm going to read. The only exception for this is during spooky season, which is September to October, where I just love to read thrillers and horrors throughout this time of year. So at the moment, it's a lot of thriller and horror that's going to be coming up. And if you've made it this far, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing my Notion spreadsheet, my cute little miniature library that I'm going to continue to cultivate, for popping to the library with me, just having a quick look around and getting some reading done this morning, as well as overwhelmingly spending a lot of the morning actually trying to edit a video. But thank you so much for watching, and please do like, comment and subscribe for more videos like this.